Alright, so again, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the platform. It's your brother Bolo V&R. You can follow me on all platforms 2.0 and Clips and Bolo V&R. Okay. Uh, there's a story that is out. Now, I'm not certain if there's news clippings of it yet because the story is so fresh. Much like the breaking news about the earthquake that I covered in my earlier videos. Shout out to Patrick. Patrick put me on that. And yeah, let's see what Andre gathered, on this topic. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to all the new subs. Shout out to all the day ones. Let's go.
She's a chef. She was murdered on her veranda in New Hope, Westmoreland this evening.
What? Let's go back a little bit.
Whoever produced that song,
All right.
a doctor
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
moments.
Here we go.
A doctor in Westmoreland,
Mm-hmm.
a 57-year-old doctor,
57.
a 57-year-old doctor was murdered.
Wait.
They found him with his throat slashed.
Yo, what is going on, bro? What is going on? What? See, this is a type of crime. Like, we need some serious detectives to not only find these criminals, but find the real motive behind these homicides. What is going on? What, yo?
He goes, let me give you the information, Jamaica.
Please.
A 57-year-old Jamaican. No, he's not a Jamaican doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He would be Jamaican by naturalization. Am I correct? Yeah, he would be Jamaican by naturalization. They found him in Westmoreland. I'm giving you the information. A Burmese-born medical doctor who had been living in Jamaica since 1997 was found dead and his throat slashed at his home in Savlamar, Westmoreland on Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
This 57-year-old general practitioner, Dr. Anug Nai, was reportedly living alone. Concerned neighbors alerted the police after not seeing him several days. Dr. Nai started his career as an intern at KPH following his arrival from Burma, now called Myanmar, a country in Asia. He then moved to Savlamar and worked at the Savlamar Hospital and later at the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy. Up to his death, Nain operated a private practice in Savlamar. According to police, there was no evidence of forced entry to the home.
Wow. That means, okay, so that might be a crime of passion. No forced entry. That's interesting. Okay, now, that got me thinking now. Okay, but what is going on in this country, bro? Like everything the pastor said, everything Pastor Shuttleworth said, like about this December is coming to pass. Like, man, I'm not even interested to go on the road. When I tell you I'm gonna have the most boring birthday ever, I'm gonna be online in my house. I'm gonna be chilling. Anybody wanna come and visit me? Okay, that's if they got a pass to visit me, they can come see me. But like everybody not invited to my house, period. It's always been like that. But anyway, all I'm saying is, yeah, I'm gonna have the most boring birthday ever. I'm just gonna be chilling at home, locked in my home. Alright? Because this don't make no sense, bro. This don't make no sense.
Yes, Jamaica. And I'm also gathering that a 7 month old baby mother, a 7 month old baby mother was just murdered.
Oh
A 7 month
no.
old baby mother was murdered. Um, I'm getting the information. A
Jesus.
pregnant, she's a chef. She was murdered on her veranda in New Hope, Westmoreland this evening. She's 7 months old. She goes by the name Latricia. Latricia is said to be
Oh,
pregnant, 7 months old, and she was on her veranda.
oh no.
Yes, Jamaica, this is the reality. If you can stay in, I'm gonna say to you, please stay in.
If I tell you,
There's too much that is happening across.
Andre, you know, have to tell me twice, my general. Wait, what me say now have to do? You know, have to tell me twice. Where road I go? Janet. Beautiful rendition.
Jamaica. I said,
No, yeah, I have something to say, and I might get cussed for it. You know how the legislators go and they stupidly increase the mandatory minimum for like gun possession and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
And you notice as of late a lot of the crimes that we are horrified about are not gun crimes, but people start to stab and tie up and choke and kill and murder. You notice that?
But
The throat slashing and these things and stab up and everything away from the gun murders. You don't notice that?
well, I know there has been a trend in horrific gruesome acts,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe the gun crimes equally still.
No, so the gun, no, but I'm gonna tell you something about the gun crimes now. Because when the people take once upon a time when the people take up the gun, them used to pose with it. Now them take it up, them use it because them already figure say if them get caught with it, them already gonna get 15 years anyway, so they might as well make up it. But the point I was raising on this particular issue is that maybe they need to consider banning rum and boom and any combination thereof, because the young people are totally being their presence and their consciousness is being diminished. And so one really wonders in terms of what. But my hope is that going into next year there will be a different consciousness, and there'll be a hope for just compassion and empathy for your fellow Jamaican.
Why Isaac, you raise a point, you know, my general, but you know, say, what I go on is that God I go judge Jamaica, you know? And that's originally why I came to do this live stream. I already have the video loading up to post as soon as, like, by 8 a.m. in the morning. I have the premiere to put up, but that is why I came on here to record so I can put up these premieres early in the Monday morning, because I really didn't do any content yesterday. The content that I posted yesterday was the content from Saturday that I did. You understand? That's usually how I do it. You know, I post the content from the day before, the live streams and the recordings that are separated. But you bring up a point a while ago about banning rum and boom. Yeah, the influence of alcohol. Yeah, yeah, these spirits. Yeah, that's a something to look into. I mean, there's other countries that are very strict on a lot of things. So you know, if we choose to go down that path as a country, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it personally. I mean, the way my life is going, I mean, it's all about God at this point. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, God don't want me to drink either way, so it's not healthy for me. So It's not something that I need to. I'm not like, oh, I can't do without this. No, 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 not at all. Not at all. I could do without everything except God. That's all I'm saying. If there's no God, then hey, we in trouble. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a very good point by Isaac. These, yeah, we just need God, man. These people at the end of the day. Um, oh, here we go. Somebody said, oh, so this person definitely just has an issue with Isaac. Isaac helped to release the biggest demon back in the streets. Well, Isaac did not do that. God did that. God is the one that released Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel got prophetic word that he would be released from prison. That was God that did that. If God did not want Vibes Cartel to be free, he wouldn't be free. Vibes Cartel has a mission to do for God, but it is his choice whether or not he is going to do it. There's prophetic word that was given to Vibes Cartel, Raspy Ren. I suggest you go watch the last video I have with Vibes Cartel on the thumbnail. Yeah, he got visited by several prophets in prison. He is well aware of there's only one God, Raspy Ren, so don't ask me that foolishness. There's one true and living God that created the entire universe. That God. Alright? Yes, that God, the one that allowed you to wake up this morning, that God. Yes, so God allowed Andrew Holness, not Andrew Holness, God allowed Vibes Cartel to come out of prison. He got word. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and if he doesn't do it, his judgment is certain. Much like this country of Jamaica that have individuals like you talking about which God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God is going to judge this country. Yeah, because you see, a lot of you can only be humbled through fear. So when God trembles and rumbles this earth and washes this land and shift the axis of Jamaica with the earthquake and the tsunami, when you experience that, that is the time you're going to go, Jesus Christ. Now you want to call on God. That is the moment. And a lot of you are going to be genuine according to the prophecy. You're going to be genuine like, Jesus Christ, help me out, forgive me, Lord, at that point. And you're going to be genuine. But there's going to be a need for continuous repentance. Jamaica's whole spiritual balance is going to shift. All right? Jamaica's entire spiritual balance is going to shift. All right? So, like I said, Vibes Cartel knows what he's supposed to do. And in his performance, if he don't do it, he also knows he got the message pretty much. The prophet and the apostles visited him. Not just one, not just, but they several times. I mean, we've seen prophets give some of these influencers on YouTube and TikTok. Even the brother Naya that was on a live the other day. Yeah, the video I said is just look at the latest video I did with Vibes Cartel and Peter and Apostle. Let me find it. Let me find a link for you real quick. In the meantime, let me play what these people say.
Let's just throw politics aside and notice on the world stage. There are just certain things that when it happened, it is humanity and patriarchal humanity at that. When Christmas come, no matter what going on, notice no matter how much violence going on in Jamaica, how much poverty, how much homelessness, people flood out, people can't find food, no matter what. Everybody find little red for tie up and put up and feel in the Christmas spirit. And all the trees and the lights go up and you must feel the spirit. even when the government fail you. I'm putting politics aside, you know. So we have to go back to first principles and be in the family spirit. You know that when I was young, you know, and you live in a community and them buying. I mean, they still do it, you know. So don't get me wrong. You know, people have the Christmas treats and the barrel would come. Ironically, you know how much barrel stock a wharf with things for the people of Portland, and them because of the gun
Wow.
fine, and you know how many treats get the treat
Wow.
them get set back because the things them couldn't clear off the wharf
Wow.
because wharf backed up, and wharf is not backed up because of the inability of people to send the stuff. There's many things, but I
Wow.
just use all of these to say that we
I
have.
hear that there's a significant backlog at the
Yeah,
wharf.
and you see how everything is circular because everything is connected.
Everything.
Everything is connected.
Yo, he
And
ain't
if we
lying.
are going to go
Christmas
into 25,
He's not lying. That is very strange. Backlog, and I believe they do them stuff on purpose, man. I really do. This is all just wickedness from this. He doesn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. This is all wickedness. That's all this is from the leaders, man. Wicked, just wicked, wicked.
we're going to go into 2025 and we're going to think about how we have conflict resolution. We have to go back to starting here. So give bringing back respect to the JCF and the JDF.
Yeah.
And to do so, there has to be equal respect for community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Thank you. They have to do a better job. See, the police and the JCF, everything, the way how they operate with the citizens, the community, the respect of the see you. All right, so there's a lot to unpack here. The respect of the JCF and the it's been eroded. It's absolutely been eroded. And if they don't gain back their respect and they the for me I'm talking about law abiding citizens. All right. And even when you're dealing with criminals, uh or persons that would potentially you think are criminals, I believe that the way how a police officer deal with a citizen can determine whether or not they become a criminal or not. It is not wise for the JCF and the JDF members, the police force, soldiers, to have the Jamaican people hate them, not like them, don't trust them. And I believe at this point where we're at right now, this is where we are. They don't. The majority of Jamaican people don't trust the police. When you see a camera clip of the police allegedly unaliving a youth and then not knowing that a camera was in that yard because it looked like it was the ghetto, and you get caught on camera and it appears that you executed this young man or young woman. I think it was a young man. Y'all know the story I'm talking about. And what do you think is going to happen after that when everybody sees that? How you think people going to look at the police? How you think that people going to look at the government if those police are not dealt with to the full extent of the law? People are going to feel like they're not protected. So why you think a lot of these young men decide to have to go the illegal way and have their own, their own ish? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And we raised this point the other day. Like, listen, can we get every law-abiding citizens to have a licensed firearm that wants one? If you're Christian, this doesn't apply to you. I'm just saying, if you're Christian, it does not apply. But can we get every law-abiding citizen that is not a Christian that wants a gun access to get one. Do you see how Jamaica is going? People kicking down people's doors, bro. And listen, I'm not against the police. Definitely not. I've not had any bad encounters with the police. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. I'm just not in them type of spaces to have a bad encounter with the police. Anytime the police come, it's respect. You heard? It is respect. Police has searched me going into Kingston, all of that. I mean, I'm very respectful. Very respectful. I'm not looking at them like, you know what I'm saying? Giving them no batter, no side eye, nothing like that. Good morning, officer. Good evening, officer. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Hey, my mom always told me manners carry you a far way. And you know who know that? Some of the most, I'm talking about some of the most dangerous criminals on earth understand that principle, that manners, simple manners carry you a far way. A lot of the time it saved them from going to jail because they smooth. You feel me? They smooth and they respectful. All right? I'm telling you. But yeah, I genuinely show respect to the police. I mean, I try to show respect to everybody until they get disrespectful, and I disengage. When you get disrespectful, I disengage. That's just me.
But if you have to respect the JCF and the JDF, you have to go change several individuals from the positions that they are in. You have
No,
to
you
change.
just all you have to do a dash with dirty government and you say a change in immediately.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you
But
have to
I'm not politicizing. I'm just saying that we're at an impasse. Where
we're at crossroads now, and we need to
yeah,
make a
we're at a crossroads where we literally need to break the political divide. It's one Jamaica, and we're in a.
You touch on the point about the war.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is the situation with the war?
Before we go to the war, I have to say, I believe that is the cry of 75% of the Jamaicans that have not voted. Yeah. It's one Jamaica. That's where they're at with it. And they really don't trust this negativity, this toxicity of the governing culture in Jamaica is truly, and I do mean truly, we've had enough. We've had enough. This is why the UIC is so attractive to me personally. The UIC embodies everything in their manifesto that I would want. Let me just say, majority of the things that the core things in their manifesto, excuse me, my bad. The core things in their manifesto, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly agree with. I would love to see. We need to change the culture of politics here in Jamaica, and it is my wish that it is so. But let me hear this final point from brother.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is the situation with the war? Out of 10.
Right now, as it is,
Uh-huh.
if ever there's a season where the timeliness of shipments is supposed to be effective, it's during the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
Not remember, you have family members. I don't know about, well, you have the family members, and the whole of the diaspora is my family. So they are here. They are here because some big shows is keeping on the 31st of December. Everybody is going there. Labor rights, PNP, white, black, anybody,
And I'm here to tell people that are planning to go. Well, if you have any spiritual connection with God, then yeah, you're not gonna go to that show. Alright? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that part right there. I know there's a lot of people that's not gonna listen, But Pastor Peace the Shuttleworth did warn. Mark Stewart has warned. All the prophets, Carrie and all the prophets have warned about that show. If Vibes Cartel does not do what he's supposed to do based off the instructions that he got from the men and women of God that visited him in prison, yeah, y'all don't want to be there. Y'all don't want to be there, okay? Yeah, before I heard what the prophet said, I had no intent. Listen, if I want to, if I want to really, you know, be amongst artists and stuff like that, I could be among them. I could definitely go into the world of the world of the world of the world. I could do that. I have legit, you know, gateways to do that very smoothly. Very smooth. Very smoothly. Um too smoothly as a matter of fact, because Jamaica is a small place. Lord have mercy. When I tell you, if I want to be in the VIP of that show, I could have set that up a long time ago. I could have set that up a long time ago. Sounds crazy, right? But yeah, yeah. That was never me. The crowd and nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Yeah, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be madness in every way. I'm straight on that, man. So the Wharf situation is a serious situation. The doctor that young lady, all these, all these homicides, man. Man, it's really getting too much, man. It's really getting too much. It's truly it's becoming a challenge to be an independent journalist and report on the news. Um, I am not desensitized by the multiple of unalivings at all. It weighs heavily on my mind uh, to the point that, you know, Isaac is making. We really got to do better, man. We really got to get back to the core of what matters. God first, you know what I'm saying? And then family second. God first, and then family second. That's where we need to get back to. We really need to get back to basics, man. Jamaica, we are in deep doo doo with God. We are in deep doo doo. You understand what I'm saying? It's time. It's time. It's time to make a decision. What side are you on? Are you on the side of the devil? Or are you on the side of God? There's no through line. There's no gray area. There's no gray area. None. Absolutely none. But I'm gonna end this thing. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you out there. Um, have a wonderful morning. Have a wonderful Monday. Pray continuously. Give your life to God. uh, yeah, it's time. It's time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to all the platforms. Thanks in advance. Shout out to everybody that came through. Cutting Edge, my brother. Raspy Ren. Uh, Janet. Um, Splash Digi. Patrick. Thanks again for the heads up. Shout out to Beautiful One. She probably listening while sleeping. She probably got the phone on low. Miss Chicago. You already know it's love. My brother Cortez. Big ups to you, my brother. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. Shout out to Nightbot. Shout out to Nightbot. And shout out to everybody that hit the like button, that's watching in the bushes or in the clouds. Yeah. See y'all later. And thank you guys for